Good evening, students, faculty, and alumni, and welcome to 2019 Gypsy Days Coronation. My name is Carly Zacka. I am a Coronation Chair for the Gypsy Days Committee. I would now like to have the remaining members of the committee come on stage with me. Abigail Ashton, the President Student Chair, Zoe Gobb, PAC Leader Chair, Michaela Mosier, Public Relations Chair, Connor Stubbe, Parade Chair, and Chantel Melhoff, the exec team member, and the rest of the committee that has played an enormous role in planning the events and making sure the week goes smoothly. I would also like to thank many people around campus as well as the community in helping the Gypsy Days 2019 best as it can be. Dr. Timothy Downs, President of Northern State University, Justin Frazee, Director of Communications and Marketing, the University Relations staff, NSU Foundation staff, Jeremy Reed, the Vice President of Enrollment Management and Student Affairs, Admissions Office, Josh Moon, the Director of Athletics, Residence Life, Residence Hall Association, Werewolves, the Finance Office, Trevor Carrier, the Technical Director of the School of Arts, Amy Unturner, the Director of the Food Services, Chelsea Speck, the cater manager, as well as the rest of the Airmark staff, the physical plant staff, technology services, Geraldine Melke, Melanie Nyber, as well as the rest of the Student Affairs Office, the Royal Order of the Gyps, Buffalo Rings and Wings, NSU Marching Wolves, and the drumline under the direction of Dr. Grant Manhart, Dr. Terry Beckler, and Mr. Jerry Letcher. NSU cheerleaders, Thunder, the NSU mascot, all the Aberdeen City Services, Parks and Recreation, and all of the students, faculty, and staff who have supported this year's events. The Royalty Court, with their positive spirits campaigning throughout the week. And finally, I would like to thank Janie Barkowski and Megan Freewald, our advisors that have worked hard in making this week exactly what the committee and I have envisioned. With that being said, I would like to invite Megan Freewald to the stage.
Right. Good evening, everybody. Gypsy Days is a long-standing tradition at Northern State University. This is our 104th celebration. The student committee has been working tirelessly, not only this week, but the past year, to make Wolves Live Happily Ever After all that it can be. And staying with the fairy tale theme, we've even ordered up a little bit of Elsa's Frozen Winterland outside. So with that, I would like to announce a slight change in plans for this year's Gypsy Days parade on Saturday due to the anticipated inclement weather. The parade will not take place on Main Street as usually occurs. Instead, floats will line up at the tailgate area of Swisher Field to be viewed and judged prior to the Wolves football game, which is scheduled at 2:30 and will go on as planned on Saturday. With the safety of our students and the community as our top priority, and with the weather forecasted as it is, we determined this was best. We truly hope to see everybody at the field to watch our Wolves, to tailgate, and to view the parade. And now I'd like to invite to stage Abby and Zoe to announce the winners of the office decorating and Points of Pride competitions. Thank you all for coming, and go Wolves!
All right. So Points of Pride is something we'd like to do in correlation with the events we put on throughout the week. Over the past week, we'd have multiple events. On Monday, we had royalty meet and greet where you got to meet all of the royalty. Tuesday, we had banner painting and mocktails and masterpieces. And last night, we had minute to minute relays. At each event, you get a stamp if you come to the event and if you wear Northern gear. We then pick 3 winners. Our 3 winners this year are, in 3rd place, Dylan Unruh, in 2nd place, Tabitha Schmidt, and in 1st place, Bailey Rajinski. Thank you to those of you who participated in Points of Pride, and you can come pick up your prize in the CAB Gypsy Days office on Tuesday. We also put on a little competition between the offices and departments throughout the week. At 4 p.m. today, myself and some of my exec team members walked around and looked at all the decorated offices and departments on campus. These offices look great, and we're so happy that they participated. There were some close winners, but the winner that came out on top was Financial Aid and Registrar. Thank you for participating, and you can come claim your trophy in the CAB Gypsy Days office on Tuesday. Thank you, and we can't wait to see what you decorate next year. And I would like to announce Carly back on stage.
Please give a warm welcome to the president of NSU, Dr. Timothy Downs.
Good evening. Come on, you can do better than that. Good evening. All right, thank you. What's special about Northern, the essence of Northern, is all of you, our students, and us all working to make this a great experience. Homecoming, what we call Gypsy Days, is outstanding. We're constantly trying to figure out how to make it better, the student experience better. I was just teasing everybody up here. They all look like they coordinated. We got the black and the white. But I have to give Harrison an award. He gets the Best Socks Award. So let's give a big hand of applause. Yeah. Yes. So this week, whether we get snow or not, is a time for us to just celebrate Northern, the history of Northern, alumni, and the greatness of who we are today and what we're going to become in the future. So we all believe in every one of our students and the great things you'll contribute to our communities. So we look at some groups, and there's this very interesting group called the Royal Order of the Gyps. And what they do is they profess to continue to support Northern State University every year. They have all kinds of fundraisers and events, and they come and visit with us. So my job tonight is to introduce the Royal Order of the Gyps and have them come down, and they'll make a little bit of noise and act a little bit silly, but it's because they are just as excited that it's homecoming week as you are, because of their fond memories of Northern State University and their time as students here. So with that, let's go ahead and bring in the Royal Order of the Gyps.
Good evening. I hope you all can hear me okay. For those of you who don't know, we are the Royal Order of the Gyps. Round of applause for yourselves. A collection of alumni, local business owners, etc., that do everything we can to see Northern succeed. And by default, since last year's king is stuck in Fargo, North Dakota, due to Mother Nature, little effort, I think he could have been here. But Logan Dosh couldn't be here, so 2 years ago I was fortunate enough to be the king. And so I'm the one who gets to address you all. And we'd like to thank you for being here. As part of the Gyps, fundraising efforts for Northern State, over the past 20 plus years, and I think the Gyps go back even maybe longer than that, but over the last 20 years, we've raised over $1.2 million for Northern athletic scholarships. So with that said, tonight, we are here to present Dr. Downs with this year's check of over $35,000 to Northern Athletics. There's a lot of very great things going on at Northern, and we're very proud to be a group of local people and business people and former alumni to be part of that. And now, as is Gyp's tradition, we will find out who is the 2019 King of the Gyps. And can we get a Go Wolves from everybody? Go Wolves! The 2019 King of the Gyps, Ryan Dix.
There we go. All right, thank you.
Spend a while.
I will. Congratulations, sir.
You want to see anything?
You want to say something? Absolutely.
I'm good.
All right. Well, congratulations, Ryan. Every one of the members of the Gyps is awesome. Thanks for being here. I'd also like to thank Professor Manhart and the NSU band. Let's give them a big round of applause. They're awesome. Yep. Go band, go Wolves. Let's have a great Gyps Day and homecoming weekend.
Now, you're all probably tired of hearing me talk now, so let's welcome tonight's MCs, Morgan Wilson and Jake Swanson.
Morgan, wait, your shoe.
Oh, thanks, Jake. What are you doing?
What?
I'm not Cinderella, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thanks. Let's hope our first queen candidate doesn't lose a shoe.
Yes, please welcome Zoe and Gabe to the stage, center stage.
Zoe Buckstead. Zoe Buckstead is sponsored by the Honors Club. She's from Hurley, South Dakota, and her parents are Todd and Lisa Buckstead. She's majoring in English with minors in banking and financial services and history.
Gabe King is sponsored by the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. He's from Irene, South Dakota. His parents are Mike and Jenny King, and his major is economics.
Zoe, if you could marry one Disney prince, who would it be and why?
I'd have to say Prince Adam from Beauty and the Beast because he has a good heart and even better, like a really big library. So,
Thank you.
Gabe, which Disney princess would you want to be and why?
Well, I put a lot of thought into this, and I'd probably choose Mulan because she's a beast and they got a great soundtrack.
Very true. Zoe, what has been your most memorable moment at NSU?
honestly, watching this theater fill up every year for the common read and then listening to lecturers speak has been really great. So,
That's awesome. Thank you.
Gabe, same question. What is your most memorable moment at NSU?
I'm sure everyone knows what I'm going to say, but the national title run we had in my sophomore year.
Thank you, Gabe and Zoe.
Here come Alyssa and Leo. Alyssa Lyer is sponsored by Trio SSS and Disability Services. She's from Strattsburg, North Dakota, and her parents are Larry and Ross Lyer. She's majoring in psychology.
Leo Fernandez is sponsored by the International Club. His hometown is Rosario, Argentina. His parents are Gabriela Mutin and Martin Fernandez, and his major is a Master in Educational Studies.
Alyssa, what's your favorite Disney song and why?
My favorite Disney song is Let It Go on Frozen because just like South Dakota, the cold doesn't bother us.
Well spoken.
Leo, what is your favorite Disney or Pixar movie and why?
I would say Coco because he's a musician as well. I mean, it's like Latino song, movie, so yeah, that one for sure.
Great. Alyssa, what has been your most memorable moment at NSU?
My most memorable moment at NSU was when the Honors Club went to Menominee, Wisconsin, because on the long car ride, I got to meet some amazing people.
Great, thank you, Alyssa.
Leo, same question. What is your most memorable moment at NSU?
That's a tough one. Probably like Welcome Week, where I met most of my friends and people who are like meaningful and significant. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa and Leo. I would like to give a warm welcome to the NSU Drumline.
Jake, what are you doing?
Looking for my sleeping beauty?
I don't think she'd be in the corner. And I doubt you'd find her here. Maybe you'll find her alone in the woods, maybe singing to animals, or perhaps a castle.
Sure, make all the jokes you want.
You don't need a sleeping beauty to be happy, Jake. Besides, introducing the next candidate would make everyone else here very happy.
You're right, we don't have enough time. So please welcome Annie and William.
Annie Walsh is sponsored by the Business Club and Phi Beta Lambda. She's from Lockport, Illinois, and her parents are Rhonda and Brian Walsh. She's majoring in accounting.
William Elwinger is sponsored by the Business Club and Phi Beta Lambda as well. He's from Pierre, South Dakota. His parents are Bill and Stacy Elwinger, and his major is professional accountancy and finance.
Annie, who is your favorite Disney or Pixar character and why?
My favorite character would have to be Dory because she's super nice and she never gives up.
Thank you.
William, who is your favorite Disney villain and why?
Mine would be Scar because I love Lion King and you want to have the movie without Scar.
Annie, what has been your most memorable moment at NSU?
My most memorable moment at NSU would have to be when we went to North Dakota for with Business Club, and we all placed and we all did amazing, and I was just so proud of everyone down there.
Great, thank you.
William, same question.
My favorite memory is when we went up with Business Club to Minot, and we missed the national semifinal game, but we got to watch all together in the hotel room and got to celebrate with the guys up there, so it was kind of nice.
Thank you.
We'd now like to introduce Northern's K-pop dance team, Impact.
Go, go, baby. Slash, six. Go, go, baby. 폰은 저치우, 끼는 정도 부려. 골치 아픈 건 던져. 여기서는 잘해, 상처를 더 마셔. 착한 척은 그만둬. 몸을 맡겨 뻔뻔하게 놀아 라라라 하루
많이 있어도 힘이 나네 이 하늘에 빛이 나네 내 맘이 너에게 닿기를 바래 말하지 않아도 no 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 언제나 내 맘은 no 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 아름다운 그대와 걸어가고 싶어
Everybody knows 한 가지 말할 게 있어 Listen to my heart 난 네 앞에 서면 떨려 그래 love you love you love you Like you like you like you 너를 사랑해 널 사랑하는 기질이 그래 나는 머저리 난 너한테는 거머리 이 세상 너 하나면 돼 Everybody say 눈 감아 너와 나 눈을 감아 뭐 할까 구구딱딱 걸음마 이제야 난 내 사랑 앞에서 내 빛나리
Northern Impact K-pop team. We'd like to welcome our next pair, Megan Unzen and Paxton Muse. Megan Unzen is sponsored by the Campus Activities Board. She's from Groton, South Dakota, and her parents are Jake and Tiffany Unzen. She is majoring in special education with a minor in reading and an endorsement in coaching.
Paxton Muse is sponsored by the Honors Club. His hometown is Jamestown, North Dakota. His parents are John and Tammy Muse, and his major is sports marketing and administration with a minor in accounting.
Megan, which monster in Monsters, Inc. would you want to be and why?
I would want to be Sully because he sticks true to who he is even when nobody stands behind him.
Thank you.
Paxton, which of the 7 dwarfs are you most like and why?
Dopey. He seems kind of funny.
All right, Megan, what has been your most memorable moment at NSU?
Some of my most memorable moments go back to my first couple weeks in Dirty Hall and meeting some of the friends that I still call my best friends today.
That's awesome.
Paxton, what is your most memorable moment at NSU?
Last fall, a friend and teammate passed away, and the way that the school and the community surrounded the team and his family and supported us, just showing how close this community and school really is.
Thank you, Megan and Paxton.
I would like to welcome to the stage NSU's cheerleaders.
Yep. This guy on Tinder, his name was Hans. I know, right? We met to grab lunch one day, and he seemed nice enough, but every time I would talk, he would just jump in and try to finish all of my...
Let me guess. Your sentences.
No, my sandwich. Anytime I would set it down, he would say something and try to grab it off my plate.
That's interesting and all, but let's welcome our last pair, Carly and Harrison.
Carly Weeding is sponsored by the Student Government Association. She's from Groton, South Dakota, and her parents are John and Chris Weeding. She's majoring in communication studies with minors in geography and agriculture business.
Harrison Bruns is sponsored by the Campus Activity Board, Student Government Association, and Speech and Debate. His hometown is Minneapolis, Minnesota. His parents are Christopher Bruns, Victoria Hopwood, and Tommy Robinson, and his major is communication studies.
Carly, who is your favorite Disney sidekick and why?
I'd have to say Donkey from Shrek, just because he's super optimistic and sees the best in people in every bad situation.
Very true.
Harrison, what is your favorite Disney movie quote and why?
I would have to say when Tarzan asks Kerchak why he feels the need to be threatened by anybody who is different than him. I think it's rather self-explanatory.
What has been your most memorable moment at NSU?
I would have to say the endless chicken patties and cottage cheese at the Den.
Harrison, what has been your most memorable moment at NSU?
I would have to say getting the opportunity to compete in the National Speech and Debate Tournament in New York City last year.
Thank you, Carly and Harrison.
All right, guys, the 2018 Gypsy Days, Queen and Marshall are both here, and we're going to get them up here and have them tell us what they've been up since they've been crowned. Please welcome to the stage Carly Hubert and Jack Foy.
Hi. How's everybody doing? Hi. Well, I'm honored to be here again. Hi, fellas, ladies. Man, I've been traveling, been playing music when I can. It's been a good life, man. I'm happy I graduated. Stay true. All you students, stick it out. It's worth it. All right. Carla?
So since graduating from Northern, I accepted a teaching job in Minnesota, and I've been teaching third graders, so my time has been spent very busy adjusting to life after Northern, but we just together wanted to say that you guys all look super wonderful, and we hope you've had the best week. We think this might have been one of the most memorable weeks that we had at campus, and so we know kind of the time you guys have put into it, and you should all be just so proud of yourselves.
For real, respect. Thank you. Where's Jake? And Morgan.
Thank you, Jack, and thank you, Carly. Hey, Jake.
What's up?
Why does Snow White treat all the dwarves equally?
Why?
Because she's the fairest of them all. Fine. You think you have one that's better?
Definitely. Who is the funniest Disney princess?
Who?
Rapunzel.
Thank you. I don't know if that was better or worse than mine, but anyways, I have one more. Maybe someday we'll find out who the Queen and Marshall are.
Now you're definitely trying too hard. Can we just announce who the winners are already?
Yes, please. Will the 2019 Royalty Court please stand? We're going to get Carly and Jack back up here.
All right. Woo! Huh? Yeah? Exciting? A little bit? Okay. All right. Okay. Ready? Okay. Anticipation. Do I need this? All right. This year's 2019 Gypsy Days Marshal is Harrison Bruns.
Hey, also the sash. Also the sash. Sorry, ladies, that's the longest crowning I've ever seen. All right. And your 2019 Gypsy Day Queen is Alyssa Lyer.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Harrison and Alyssa. Thank you guys all for coming out tonight.
One sec. We'll get some pictures.
All right, thank you all so much for coming out tonight.
The party is not over. There will be a glow dance bash in Dakota Hall after this. So please, I hope we see all of you there.
On behalf of the Gypsy Days Committee, we hope you have a fun and safe Gypsy Days. And remember, go Wolves!